Okay, let's take a look at how I would create a tour in Google Earth. The first thing I am going to need is to add a new folder to my temporary places, a new folder that will house my tour. And I do that by simply clicking on temporary places and saying add folder. And then I would give my folder a name of my tour. Now I've already done this, so I'll just close it and show you. I have something called Honeyman State Park Tour. Okay, I want to add some locations to that, so I'm just going to double click on that and zoom in so that we can see the area I'm working with. And you can see I've already added some places, but I'm going to add a new one just to show you how easy it is. So what I want to do in Honeyman State Park is add a place marker. I'm going to click on this little place mark tool at the top, and I'm going to add a place mark for the sand dunes. So I'm going to say sand dunes. Now the sand dunes are up here and my place marker is here, but while it's flashing I can just move my place marker right there over the sand dune. Now I can add a little description of it, and this is what will show up in a window when my visitors go to this site. So I'm just going to say a little bit about the sand dunes. Now I'd also like to have a picture pop up, and I've found a picture in Flickr that I can use. So I'm going to just switch over here to Flickr in my browser, and here's the picture I want to add. Now in order to add this, all I need to do is get the embed code, which is up here at the top. If I click on that, and then down at the bottom it says grab the HTML. So I'll click on that and just highlight this code and copy it. Now when I go back to Google Earth, I simply click at the top of my window and paste that code in. Now I'm going to add two little codes to this, and these are the only codes I need to know. I'm going to add BR to make a break. BR. And that I can use that to move my text up and down and add line breaks. So down at the bottom I'm going to add two more of those. And I'm going to put a credit for that picture. So I'll go back to my browser and I'm just going to highlight the name of this person and copy it. And now I'll go back into Google Earth and paste that name in. Photo by Mike Raleigh. And then I'm going to provide a link directly to that picture so that anybody who sees the picture will be able to get directly to it. So I'm just going to copy that link, go back into Google Earth, and paste my link. Okay, one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on View, and now over here I'm going to just zoom in to get a slightly better view of the sand dunes. And I might want to kind of do it like that. So I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to say snapshot of that. That's where I want it to go when people go to that location. And under style and color I can change my icons. I'm going to say let's make this scale of the icon slightly smaller. Let's make it say 0.5. I can change my icon up here. Just click and I can choose any icon I want. I happen to want the one I have, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep it, but I could click on any other icon. Okay, I'm going to click OK, and now when I click on this link it should pop up. Sure enough, it pops up with my picture and a little description. So there's my little interpretive sign about the sand dunes. So this has shown up in my folder because I had selected my folder before I started. And it's down at the bottom of all of the links that I had created. And I want to move it up so that it's right before the campground one. And I can just click and drag until it's where I want it. Okay, so let's see what happens now. If I click on Honeyman State Park, my folder at the top, and then click this little play button, it should play through my entire tour. So I had set a starting point far out so that it would start zooming in. And let's just wait to see what happens now. Okay, we're at the end of the little tour. Now, you'll notice that when I play the tour, it makes a little play bar down here. If I had wanted to, I could start my tour back here at the beginning, and I could click the record button, and as it's playing through, I could record my narration so that there would actually be sound along with it. Now, I didn't do that this time, but that would be an option. When you're done with your tour and you want to save it, you can click on this link and say save to my places, or I would choose save place as, and now you can choose where you would like to save that, if you want to save it on your desktop or somewhere else, and just click save, and it's going to save it as a Kmz file, which is a file that you can then open up in Google Earth elsewhere.